Tesla just had their Q2 earnings call, and the stock today is getting absolutely crushed. They delivered 480,000 vehicles, which is their third best of all time. They had $28.2 billion in revenue, which is up 26%. They were up 50% in services at $4.6 billion. FSD subscriptions, 1.48 million, or 56% increase. On the surface, this looks really strong, but the stock is getting crushed, and here's why. This quarter, Tesla had their largest CapEx ever at $5.8 billion. And as comparison to recent quarters, we linger around 2.5 billion. So more than double what their normal-ish run rate is as of recent years. Now that compared to the previous peak of 11.3 billion in all of 2024, and now Tesla is guiding to a $25 billion number for 2026. That this quarter brings us to a negative 1.1 billion in cash flow, which we have not seen negative cash flow in 2 years, and this number hasn't been close to anything since 2017-18 Model 3 ramp, which was 1.5 to 3 billion a quarter. So this is quite a shift for what investors have been used to seeing for at least the last couple of years. Adjusted earnings comes out to 33 cents versus 50 cents, which was the consensus on Wall Street. And this is all as Tesla is in full investment mode. They are pouring money into Robotaxi, Cybercab, Optimus. This is definitely the tone for the rest of the year. And that brings me to today. I am here with my friend Kevin once again to discover if Robotaxi here in Orlando that just launched, if we can actually get one today, because the market's absolutely melting down over this exact thing. So we're going to see if today we can actually get one, unlike day one, which was not so great. All right, so here we go. We are at the same charger that we started at on Monday, whatever day it was, 2 days ago. And great news, as we were pulling in, I saw Kevin was on his phone, which I'm going to flip this around real quick. Unlike the other day, we can actually see rides available, and it says it can arrive in 9 minutes. I think it said 4 minutes when we first pulled in. So there's definitely more than one car, so that's good. My understanding is I was told there are actually 3 cars, at least on the first day. Who knows how many today? Hopefully it's more. But we are going to probably hail this now, and then we can do this. This one just came through, so it's red, ends in E9267M. Hopefully you can see that. There we go. This will be here in 8 minutes, and then we're gonna take a route. We'll try to change the route. We'll try to do a few things, kind of give you a feel for. You've probably already seen how this operates in Austin. I've certainly shown you how that operates, and it's going to be fun to see how it compares. Again, with the caveat that the geofence is, I'm not sure why it is what it is, but yeah, that was actually way better than the other day. This is what I expected more of. Like, even if the wait time was much longer, I expected to be able to at least open the app and get in line, you know what I mean? But that was not the case on Monday, or whatever day it was.
It might be making us go to this pickup spot.
Okay.
Over here at a Denny's, which is next door.
That's right over there. That's the back of Denny's. You definitely cannot see that. There we go. That's the back of Denny's back there. So we got to walk over there. It's not far, but it does not apparently come right to where we're at right now. So, and we're at the charger, which is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that could be a reason why it doesn't want to come here, because it knows a lot of Teslas are going to be coming in and out. And
yeah,
I did try to move the pin. You can hit pickup. It says car will arrive here, and I can drag or move the pin. So if I try to bring it closer to us, I know, and then I can try to confirm that it seems to keep it at the original spot.
Okay.
And I think in Austin early on, they sort of had that logic where people were kind of having to walk to different pickup spots that it designated. That got better pretty fast, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't know that this is like that is the one spot. It's probably looking for the closest spot it's willing to pick up. But in Austin, when it originally rolled out, it had legit like assigned spots depending on where you were hailing a cab. At least it was the same exact spot within that block. So
4 minutes away, so
perfect.
We should get to walking our 300 feet here.
Let's do it. All right, so just for a couple of minutes while we're walking, I'm very excited to see that this is rolling out, as is Kevin, I know, but the rollout so far hasn't been what certainly Tesla was hoping, what they said was going to happen in this period of time, and that's okay. It's okay that they're behind, but what's most important is the things that are happening are meaningful, and that's kind of what we're trying to assess here. I think
There it is.
I think there's, yeah, there it goes. I think there's a few pieces to this, and it is the area useful? Is the Robotaxi operating correctly with nobody in it? And is it even possible to get one? So I think at least two of those are on par, and maybe one of those is the questionable thing. Let me flip this around. So here's our cab, and is this one yours? Oh, okay. So there's a couple of us going for a ride.
Right behind. So I guess it designated here.
Yeah, we were parked back there,
Yep.
and it said walk up to this.
And are you just trying it out?
Yeah,
Or?
we live south of the airport and just wanted to try it.
Very cool.
How about you?
Same thing.
So what's great about this is these are, what I like about this in over Cybercab is that it's just a normal Model Y, and everybody's so used to seeing these. The only thing that sets it apart is Robotaxi, and people put graphics on their car all the time, so it doesn't stand out. And I think that is nice because it makes it a quieter experience for everybody. So people might be more comfortable getting into a normal looking car than they would say Cybercab, which Cybercab is actually blends in pretty well, minus the color, by the way. But it is fun because the front windows are not tinted, so people do actually notice that nobody is driving, and it's funny some of the looks you get when people see it. So that, did you catch that license plate number? What did he say?
I forget if it was C or 3. I don't know. It does not seem like it was the same.
I think I at least caught it on film, so that's not the same one that we have, and it is also red, so
And
there's
for-
at least 3.
Right, and for what it's worth, the black one that we matched with ended in 98.
And
This one ends with the
also-
letter M. So.
And I also heard there's a 97, so that means 4 at least. This is what I'm expecting, and it possibly will be able to prove that today, is more cars are going to come online every day, but hopefully the geofence grows fast, because right now it's not, I've already said it a million times, it's not a useful space, but if they can expand that quickly, they can continue to add more robotaxis daily, weekly, at a meaningful pace. And here's our car now. Yeah, and it is coming in a different direction. So the other one went straight back and then around the building. This one's coming straight to us. Those folks were standing right over here, so basically the same spot, but very nice, right up to the curb, and flashers on, doors unlocked, nobody in. This is, I do love the red though, by the way. I think red is one of the better colors for Juniper. Almost went with it, but yeah, J97 is this one. So is this not our ride then?
Well,
What does yours say?
it's not the right plate, but it is ours. It says enter the vehicle. It unlocked for us.
Hang on, I can't see that. Ooh, it's so dark. Yeah, come over here to the shade. So this is definitely, yeah, it says welcome Kevin. What does it say, the license plate?
It says the license plate is E9267M.
Yeah. I don't know
There we go.
if we can put, there we go. That's really interesting. So they've got this tagged incorrectly in the app or the system, so to speak. Yeah, so that needs to be fixed. That's interesting. Anyways, go ahead, Kevin. I'll come in on this side. Just let yourself in. Oh, and I'll show you a couple of the things. So our spray nozzle for the rear is definitely different, but we'll leave that open and show you how this works. When you're in here and you forget to close that back door, it's actually going to continue to tell you to. So let me buckle up. Hang on. All right. So it won't let you do anything until you close that. So there's been some updates to the UI, but you have to close it.
I think I don't know how accurate the plate is, but it's wrong on there.
Is it? Oh. Oh, it shows the plate number on here, doesn't it? Let's see if I can get that to focus.
I got a picture of it.
Yeah, that's the plate that's actually on the car. J97. And that's what's on the back of this car. What in the world is going on with that? Okay, so they just need to fix that in how it's set up in the system. Go ahead and close that, and then it'll allow us to proceed with the next steps. All right, so it's gonna then prompt you to start your ride, and you can either do this from the app or you can do it on the screen right here. We're headed to Starbucks Coffee. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's a kind of a
Seattle hipster spot.
hipster coffee of some kind. So, but anyways, Kevin, would you like to take the honors, my friend?
Yeah, it's my first go, actually.
And now this is the cool part. This is one of the things I love about Tesla as a whole, but I love how they've integrated it into the Robotaxi experience. Go ahead and check out some of the apps that are in here. They are actually already logged in to your accounts if you have them.
If I was linked, yeah.
Oh, you haven't linked your account in Robotaxi app?
Not in the Robotaxi app.
Okay.
I can take time to do that.
When you do that, all these apps will actually automatically log in. So if you want to listen to Apple Music, all your settings will be right there, which is really cool.
Okay.
Let me go back forward. It's so wild too, just nobody up here at all. This is how it's supposed to be. And I do like, since nobody's in this seat, they've got it all the way forward. I mean, I can...
And up.
Yeah, all the way up and forward. And you have insane amount of room here because of that, which is really awesome. But this is a good feel back to back, hardware 4 versus hardware 3. Now this is running on a different version of V14. Actually, I think they said last night it's kind of a version of V15 possibly that it's running on, or that is perhaps just the Cyber Cab. But this is definitely what it feels like in my cars. Nice and smooth. And for the platform, one of the things about Waymo is they tried to pick a car that was the right size, and I think they did a good job with the E-Pace. The Model Y is the right size for a Robotaxi fleet like this. You have a big boot back there. You have a lot of good space in this back seat. You have seating for 4 if you remove this person. But I think that they said something like 80+% is one person and 90+% is 2 people or less. So this, I think, is the right platform for this, and they just happen to make that car, which is great. Is that another one?
That's probably them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they're waving too.
Yeah, that's the one that we just saw. So they must have.
They might have picked
switched
Starbucks as well.
Yeah. So still, I guess we're sitting on 3, possibly a 4th one somewhere that's just not out and mislabeled. I think we can actually mark that somewhere. Actually, let's do this. We're gonna just let them know now, because that does need to be fixed, because that's kind of a safety thing. Hi there. I just wanted to report so that you guys could fix it. The app is marking the Robotaxi that we're in right now a different license plate than what's actually on it. So I'm not sure what that license plate is, but the one that's actually on it ends in 97.
I see. Let me see what I can do.
Yeah, no problem. I just, for safety for other riders, I'm sure that probably needs to be fixed.
Thank you for letting me know. I took my notes, and can I ask you a favor and leave a feedback in the application so our team can also take a look at it?
What was that?
Yeah, we can do feedback in the app.
Yep, no problem.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Nope, that's it. Thank you.
All right. Have a safe trip.
All right.
Kind of in a menu, I can't. I want to try and change the change the destination a little bit, and I can't get back to a point where it gives me the car's information. I guess,
Okay.
like the license plate and all that.
Edit destination can be done right here if you want. You probably won't be able to do feedback until the ride is over.
Yeah. You can edit your drop-off point change.
You have to do it in the app.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and as I've actually tried to do it to others that I know are in the geofence,
It's not allowing you to.
it's not allowing me to. So if I pick, this Publix grocery store, looks like it'll change that one. Let me pick one of the further ones. This is where we tried to get the ride the other day, which is the kind of the furthest point in the geofence. It won't let me switch now, at least, but maybe they're trying to keep cars kind of in this area.
Yeah, perhaps it's because this is already assigned to the next ride and it's close to where we're going to be, and maybe they're not allowing it to go too far out of its way. I don't know.
And there is some sort of Tesla location.
There is a Tesla service center down here.
Okay.
Yep.
Fairly
Which we'll
new.
go to. I think there's actually a cyber cab there as well.
Possibly
outside.
a third red one here about to pass us.
Yep, that is a third red one. Okay, I don't know what that license plate is, but all right, so there's 3 red ones and that black one.
Assuming it's still around, which maybe they want to go all red here.
Yeah, I don't know. That would be wild if it was like city color specific, but I doubt it.
Red's a good color. It's
It is a
easy to
good
see
color.
it, and the gold is pretty visible.
Yeah, black is an interesting color to choose in a state like Florida, where, well, yeah, it's hot. So we'll back out of this, and then for the next ride, we'll get you logged in before, and we can mess with those to show what that's all about.
Do you want a tea?
But it is on CNBC. Isn't that what you listen to?
Generally, yes.
So so the front.
It's
has
certainly
it
what
all
I
there.
was listening to last. That's maybe some like old data from my Y that's still in there, or could be via Bluetooth. It's kind of pulling that. Does this go through Bluetooth, or it's just picking the streaming stuff?
The streaming is pulling from the server.
Yeah.
So
It's probably just like the last thing I listened to
Yeah.
when it synced. Again, we were out of town. We didn't drive this car for a couple months.
Yeah.
So.
I would have a hard time remembering exactly what I was listening to as well.
Pretty consistent, boring in
Yeah.
my world. So.
Yeah, we are probably getting close. It says 3 minutes left. I do like some of the changes that they've done here. So we have a animation at the top, tells you how much time is left, kind of gives you a visual of how far you are on this trip, and then your ETA, which is great. I think those are nice. I wish you could load the map back here, but that's not available. I think probably wouldn't get used a lot, but it'd be cool for people to be able to see that, I think. I would like to see it. But I guess the whole point is car's driving, you don't have to do anything. Why do you need a map? Kind of like, why do you need to see the speed, which is so buried up there in the corner, you can barely see it, but it is there. But, why do you need those things if the car is doing the driving? It's a good question, I guess. All right, we're probably going to get our notification here shortly. Usually I thought it was a 2-minute warning. There's no, oh, there it is.
Make
Okay.
sure to gather your belongings.
And for those of you unfamiliar with FSD and how this works, I mean, it's a pretty big street. It's not too terribly busy right now, but watch how smoothly it does this. Just waits, sees this car's coming maybe just a little bit too fast, but we're starting to creep. It's getting ready, and then it just smoothly starts to go. And then it slows down for the transition there to the parking lot. Just beautiful. Super smooth. Comfortable ride. Not a 10-year-old Ford Escape that's been smoked in 100 times by some random dude.
Yep, this one's pretty stinking new.
Yeah. It is interesting it's stopping right here.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of the parking lot here. I'll get out and show you, but please exit safely, open the trunk. If you got stuff back there, all that stuff, let me get out here. But let me show you where it stopped. This is kind of weird because it's literally in the middle of the thoroughfare, and usually it tries to pull over to the sidewalk or at least get out of the way. Right now, to the left of it is where the drive-through line is. So kind of interesting spot that it chose.
Good if I close it up?
Yeah. Thoughts? What do you think?
Well, you know, it's like the first time I went in a Waymo. I just felt it was totally fine and smooth. Now, I've used variations of the software for a long time, so I've gotten comfortable, but it's amazing how quickly you can just get in the car and not like watch it like a hawk. You know, I'm sure my wife would be paying a lot more attention, but I've used them enough that I really do feel if Tesla or Google is willing to let us come in and ride in their vehicle, they're very confident that it's going to be safe enough because they're exposed to significant liability. So I think I am just at ease in it, and it's smooth and no issues at all with anything that it did there on that 10-minute drive.
What do you think's going on right now? Why is it still sitting here?
Well, I wonder if it's just kind of waiting.
And we got to turn your phone to day mode if possible, just for this. We cannot see your screen at all. It would probably be in the app. There you go. Light mode, yay!
My phone sucks. But, let me get into the.
He's got two R1s, and can't afford a iPhone 17, I guess, or 14, or 12, or 11, or 10.
Okay,
it's better than an Android, though.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair. I don't finance phones, but obviously it's a joke about the tip, right?
Wait. Hang on. I cannot see. There we go. Okay.
Obviously it's a bit of a joke with the tip. The car did finally leave after maybe 4 minutes.
So it was waiting for the next ride, basically, but it sat there to wait. That's really interesting. Unless they were doing something with it to try to update the license plate, you know?
Yeah.
Which is certainly possible. But yeah, asked for the tip, and then
didn't give it
feedback.
Obviously, I didn't give it. There's your geofence.
Dude, it is so hard to see your screen.
It doesn't get as bright as...
Is that... Oh, that is max brightness. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fine.
Yeah. I can screenshot.
I'll try to brighten it up.
Screenshot.
Okay, so let's maybe do this inside. Maybe lighting in there will be more balanced.
Car.
All right, we have booked one. 9267M. That's a different one. I just took screenshot of all the cabs that I have on film right now. There's only one that I have on film that I could not see because autofocus failed us, and that was the one you pointed out while we were on that ride. This could be that one. So let's see. Let me pause this real quick, and I'm going to look at those screenshots. All right, so we've got ending in BRC, ending in 97, ending in 67M, and then whatever the license plate was on the black one from ended in 98. That's right. So that's 4, assuming that this one matches correctly. Do you remember what it said the license plate was supposed to be on that last one?
See how you want to edit that. I think
Click
it was,
edit. Click.
I think
click-
this was the incorrect plate, and it's going to say 97 on the one that shows
Hit
up.
history. See if it shows the license plate on that.
Right? History.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
There's a,
Oh, right there, right there. It says right. Close
go
that.
back.
FMWJ97.
So that was the correct plate. The
So
app
that's been
is
fixed.
Still,
That-
I think it's again showing us that car. I think the car coming to get us is the same car. In the app, the one it's displaying is incorrect. On the receipt, it is correct.
So it should be just around the corner at this point. Let me get away from those speakers. But it should be pulling in right over there. So we'll take a look. And the license plate says 67M, which Kevin thinks it's the same one, and it is actually 97. So we're going to find out. Now his receipt reflects the correct license plate now, but we will see. Oh, yeah, there is the black one. Okay, zoom in, try to get that license plate. Okay. All right. Dude just bolted. Move with purpose. That's crazy. He likes running, if you couldn't tell.
Jogging. Actually, wasn't a numbered one.
No? I think I got it. But just in case. What do you got? BRC. Okay, so that... Wait a minute. BRC. That was on a red one. I am so confused.
Someone's colorblind around here.
There goes our cab. So it's not coming in the same way that it dropped us off. That's interesting. BRC. Now, okay, I gotta pause this because I gotta... Once the
Look up
car
the plate.
comes up, before we take off, I'll look at where I saw BRC.
Sorry, we're dark again. It's showing the correct plate. here.
J97 now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is so... I think we're making this unnecessarily confusing. But there it is. It's in the parking lot next door. Same day crowns. What did you put as the pickup? Or does it show us going over there?
Oh, yeah.
It
so
moved. Okay.
I think we got to go down. I
All
don't
right.
think it would let us pick here.
Okay. It just moved it there. So that's interesting. So it has no problem dropping here, but apparently for this place area, that's the pick. I don't know.
Picking up right in front of the dentist.
Yeah, that's not where I want to be.
It you know, if you're quick, it's no big deal. I think it waits 7 minutes, but
Yeah.
it's kind of blocking a car. I don't care, but
Yeah.
it's true.
All right. We're going to swap spots, but yeah, J97. This is the same one we were in. So at some point when we were sitting there, it officially updated in the system, I guess we would say. And also, for his apps not connecting, he doesn't pay for premium connectivity, which may be the reason why this stuff is not connected. And so once we get back to the car, I'll take the gear off of my phone, and then I'll book one, and we'll see if it works properly.
And we're going back to Denny's. I didn't even try to put the supercharger address and all that. I just picked the Denny's because I knew it was right next door and that worked fine for us.
Yeah.
That's just a regular customer Y parked over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought I saw a black one go in, and then when it was coming out, I'm like, yeah, that's definitely... So I saw the gold. Okay, so once it gets moving, I'm going to pause this so I can see. We just said all the license plate numbers, and now I'm getting confused, so it's bothering me. But that one ended in BRC. Maybe there's a couple of them ending in BRC, but that seems unlikely. very confident. All right.
Yeah, we're
10-minute
probably, what, at
arrival.
45 speed limit on this road?
Doing 49. This might be a 50-55. Some of these,
Yeah.
because I think it's 3 lanes up there. Maybe it is just 2.
It definitely got up the speed.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I don't see any speed limit signs.
Yeah, not yet.
They don't really mean anything in Florida anyways. .45. It is a 45. I'm surprised they let it speed. Interesting.
I would.
I mean, I would, but I'm surprised that. Yeah, this is a different equation.
You know, the Waymos I've been in are like locked to the speed limit.
Yeah, as they probably should be, right?
I guess. I mean, Tesla's strategy's always kind of been more natural, human-like driver.
But
So that certainly is more human-like.
But if a police officer was having a bad day, and they could just pull it over.
Yeah, I mean, not my problem. I would just get out and get a new one. But like, it's not my car. I'm out of here.
That would be interesting to see what would happen. Like, how long would you be stuck there while they try to figure out how to issue this ticket?
Yeah, that would be. I think I'd be gone at that point.
All right, let me go check the license plates. All right, and thanks to some outstanding investigative work of Kevin and myself, we have determined BRC is correct. There's 2 of them ending in BRC. One of them's 05G and one of them's 09G, 07G, something like that. It's the first 3 digits that are different, not the last 3 in that one. So there are 2 BRCs. One is black, one is red. And then we have the 97. That's it. So there's 3 confirmed. And then possibly a 4th one that we've yet to actually physically see its license plate. Because this one had a different license plate assigned to it that's actually not. But the 98 one from the first day. So there's 4. It's really interesting though if none of this works because you don't pay for premium connectivity. That would be wild.
in the Model Y, like I subscribe to. Oh, so none of it'll work.
Right, it shouldn't,
Just some
right?
random video. Oh, you want to type your name?
Yeah, I can't.
Oh gosh, you can never shave.
There it is.
Okay, it didn't take too long. Bearded Tesla guy crash. How about that? Oh my god.
So it does have data. So you at least have data, so that's good. And I guess if you are signed in on everything, perhaps it would work. But we're gonna just get it with mine. By the way, just saying, we are so close, so close. Hook a brother up. So that's good, because I was going to be disappointed if they restricted data access because you don't have premium connectivity on your personal car. But okay, we're good. We're good. That was nothing to worry about there. That way, my best work ever, right there. Make sure you watch the ad. It's really important.
Fair enough. I wonder, because like I use YouTube, I use Apple Music. I don't know what other. I don't really use Spotify. I mean, have you logged into all of those?
It has in the past, so we'll book it with mine and film with your potato, and then see if it is working right. But it should.
Yeah.
Epic views right there.
Look at that. 2 years.
Yeah. It's wild. People don't realize Florida is the second largest market for Tesla.
Yeah.
People have no clue. They think of Florida and for some reason have only one idea of what Florida is. And it's like,
Yeah, Florida's instead more like 22, maybe 23 million people. It's flat. It's warm. It's always been one of Tesla's best markets.
Yeah. It's a good smorgasbord of people. A very good mix of all kinds of backgrounds and where people come from, all that stuff.
Yeah, it really just keeps getting better because it's such a great place. Orlando specifically is the busiest tourist city or most visited city in all of America.
Yeah.
Usually around 72 million tourists a year. That's 200,000 tourists a day.
It's like,
which is a great place to use, Robotaxi, as it will spread out eventually. A lot of people can use it in a way they'd want to use it, trying to zip around.
that's like a fifth of the entire country.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah.
We have direct flights
Yeah.
from everywhere here.
Yep.
But our weather is good, and that's kind of the other big thing is, as we're playing around with Robotaxi here and it's sunny, and if it rains here, it's generally for like 30 minutes. It's never that bad, and that is where Waymo and Tesla are rolling out these Robotaxis. I don't know at what point we're in, Quebec City, Quebec in minus 40 Celsius or Fahrenheit, because they meet at that temperature in the winter in like a blizzard doing this.
Yeah. That was a little jerky there.
Sorry for that squeak. That was a Cybertruck squeak.
It's a Cybertruck squeak.
Model
not
Ys
a-
are built pretty good.
Yeah. Anyways, there's a lot of roads like this in Florida, Central Florida, where we've got these huge medians with 2 and 3 lane roads on both sides, and they pack them, absolutely pack them with shrubs and trees, so you can't see anything either direction. I don't know why that is so common here.
Going to Denny's.
Make sure to grab your belongings.
Storm sewer.
Yep.
Now, do they designate and pick the spots for drop-off pickup? Is that something done beforehand? Because this is the exact same spot as the one we saw the other folks get in, which is fine. Ours, the way the car came, it came the other way and it stopped. This is a little further up.
Yeah, you should honestly. So we'll put Denny's as the destination in your car and put pull over and see where it stops. I bet you it's right here. So, anyways, that's kind of an interesting question. I don't know the real answer, but I don't think they do, except for specific situations. This one will be interesting because if it sits around as long as it did at Starbucks, it's like right in the way of this guy. And in Florida, that's not kosher. People will not give you time to fix that. So Kevin, what do you think so far? Is it what you expected?
Is it what I expected? Yeah, and that's that it works smoothly. And the funny thing is, I just trust them. I really do trust them right away. I don't know about in snow and blizzards and rain and all that kind of thing. Where we live in Orlando, very suburban. Everything's 30 minutes away. We're driving constantly. I don't use Ubers. I do not use, taxis. We have to drive everywhere. We can walk a little bit, but it is so car-based.
Yeah.
And it will be a while before the geofence touches our area. Waymo's not close to us. Eventually, when they are, the beauty is I would love to take one to the airport. Instead of having to park and deal with all that, it would be amazing. I'm 30 minutes from the airport, and it'll be a while. So if I needed to use it, I would trust it. I would use it a lot. We're just so far from that point. Right now, it kind of is an amusement ride for us and the other people we've seen riding today. That makes sense. But yeah, it's smooth enough that I would trust it and use it. The cost is pretty inexpensive. I think these rides have worked out to be about $3.50 a mile. We haven't gone that far, maybe 2.5 miles, and they're about $8 or $9 rides. I think the cost is meaningless right now, to me at least. We're just messing around with it. We'll maybe do some longer rides and we'll see what that costs.
Yeah, and we'll also, maybe after this ride to wherever we're going, one of us will pull up Uber, one of us can do that. We can compare the cost that it's estimating, just to kind of give a rough idea.
Sure.
Just a data point. So, all right, let me take everything off of this phone so we can use this phone to hail the next cab. All right, so we're gonna go to this CVS down here, which is 4 miles. Try to give us a little bit longer, so give you an idea. We're talking $12.94 for this ride. I think it's 4-ish miles. And it said a moment ago, oh, we got the black one, and this is 05G BRC, so that's the one we've already seen. It's pretty far away, but 13 minutes, so we'll wait for it to get here. I just put in Uber, the same destination. That's like the same exact price for an Uber X. Difference is nobody's driving, and it's a guaranteed Model Y at the moment. So Comfort, which is probably what you would be having to book to get something hopefully like $16. Comfort Electric, $20. So kind of give you an idea. It's very, so basically they're getting you to the lowest market price without the equipment that comes with the lowest market price, I guess. I can look up Lyft real quick, but it doesn't matter. So $12.93, it's the same price. There we go. And finally, the infamous black one. And this is not the same license plate from yesterday, right? What the heck?
Not the same from yesterday, no.
Or the day before, whatever. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's 2 black ones then. Okay. All right. And this one is on light mode. Interesting. So the other ones have been on dark mode. I'm surprised that there's ever any difference. And just so you can see for yourself, it basically mirrors what you're seeing on the screen in the car on your phone. So fasten seatbelts and start ride. But what I really want to know is, first of all, fix that. Let's see if, yeah, that's what I was listening to last. So it's synced up to your services. So in my case, YouTube Music is right there. So this should be, yep, it's everything. That's so cool. And this is part of that like ecosystem that Tesla has really done a fantastic job building. And this was kind of like pie in the sky idea stuff not that long ago when they were talking about renting a car. You would just show up in another city, you'd get in the car, and it would already know your presets on the seat. It would log into your account stuff, and then some ideas were, hey, wouldn't it activate or deactivate full self-driving for you too? And we don't know if that's ever going to be the case, but this is that ecosystem, something that Apple certainly has just dominated with, and Tesla continues to do much the same. But this is great, and there's like 4 cars here all trying to go at the same time. So really, the biggest thing I wanted out of this trip was, 1, to see how much it would cost in comparison to Uber, and then 2, if it does sync up all this stuff, because I was pretty sure it does, but we just wanted to confirm that. So only though if you have premium connectivity. So that's interesting. That said, it does remember what you were listening to last. It just wouldn't operate the apps, right? So with that, edit destination. So to do this, this is kind of what it looks like. We have to do it in the app, and I'm gonna put Denny's in there. Let's see if it'll, so it's gonna drop it to $5.55. Let's see if we confirm this, how quickly it'll change its route. Pretty
I
quick.
think it's already done in the car.
Yeah, the car, as you can see up behind my phone, it's there. So basically, it finds the next available route it can adjust to. So we'll be there in 2 minutes. That's how it should work. Super seamless, super fast, easy to do. You can also control basically everything on here too. You can stream your music, accounts, stay private, secure, whatever. It's all right here, which is really cool. I can play the music, stop it, I can turn it up, turn it down, temperature, which is locked right now. So pretty cool. This is great. So what this has been like is the exact same experience as in Austin, which is the most mature city for Robotaxi. It's the same experience. The car drives the same, it's smooth, pickups are natural, drop-offs are natural. A lot of the early weird stuff has been ironed out, which is great. So it's all about when they roll these out to new cities, how they can get that to a larger space faster. How do you get there quicker? And in Orlando's case, I cannot confirm that there is or is not more than 3 or 4 Robotaxis, which was the question after Tuesday. I think we've decided it was Tuesday, whatever day it was. So let's get out of here and kind of close this out. So that's where we are today. Tesla has just rolled out Robotaxi here in Orlando as an example of one of the new cities. They just reported pretty good earnings, but they're spending so much cash, and it's for the rollout of Robotaxi and autonomy and Optimus. These are the things that they're spending money on. So having progress is really important, and I think that that's where a lot of people have been disappointed, certainly investors, because last year they were hoping to have half the country covered by the end of 2025. So here we are over halfway through 2026, and we've got 7 cities now. And I would argue Orlando, I mean, you could say it's launched here. There's less than a handful of cars, and the geofence is whatever it is, not very great. So is that launched? I guess, but it's not doing anything meaningful at the moment. And I think that is why investors got a little bit concerned, because now we're going to spend $25 billion. And so far the results just haven't proven out. So that's the gap between the earnings story and the street. What we saw today is kind of the problem. You know, Tesla is going to spend $25 billion, and the market's not going to give them a free pass along the way. They have to show real progress, and they have to do it very quickly. Now, understand too, that $25 billion is doing more than just Robotaxi. As I've said, it's, you know, building out Optimus, it's doing all these other things, but I think that the market is starting to question, can they execute not just on time, but on budget on such a big piece? Tesla has been here before, and they have come out extremely victorious. I would never bet against Elon, and I am still extremely pro Tesla. And I think that these things are important. Robotaxi is so important, and I only own Teslas, so there's no doubt that I'm on board for this. But what happened today hurt a lot of people. 15% here at the end of the day, that is a huge hit. And I think that these are the things that are creating that reason of why. So let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Is this a temporary thing? Is the market overreacting? Or is it only downhill from here? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And I thank you so much for joining us, and Kevin. And I can't wait to catch you on the next one.